Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Blood Hunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, December 2nd, 2023. It is currently 11:27 a.m. Eastern Time. It has been 585 days since the official release of Blood Hunt, and also currently activated in game, of course, is the Promise Pass, and the current last patch was the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, or whenever there's going to be a tournament or funament or whatever that's going to be happening on Saturday. Usually on the Sunday, that's when I move my news, because I'm usually involved in the tournament or funament that happens on Saturday. So be warned for the next 2 weekends. Hint for something to say later. If you're live with us, feel free to ask questions in the chat to anything that's relevant to what I'm talking about. I'll, gonna be able to complement with some answers if I have some. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I am not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I will do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. And yes, still to this day, I do not work for Sharkmob. Have to remind people all the time. So, yeah, first of all, I want to just mention thank you to everyone who showed up last Saturday for the follower giveaway. It was really fun. I had other plans could make it bigger and more organized, but this is my broken record for a while now. I ran out of time. Everyone got their prizes really fast too. So everyone's happy. It all went well. And don't worry for the people who were there and didn't get anything. I still got plenty of codes to give out. As usual, I can't announce or confirm anything, but life right now is beyond hectic for me right now. So, and we just started December. So, I'll figure out some things. Hopefully for the people who stayed after the giveaway, the things that you've seen me looking into the blood, looking into the future. Luckily, some of those things will happen in December, and maybe some of those prizes are going to go out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at the VOD of last week to see me trying to look into the future and just like being an idiot in general. The ritual blood. So, I already know that one of those things that are already predicted in the future is person chickened out and the project is not going to happen, but hopefully all of the other ones are going to happen. So, Margarita Visions, yes, exactly. So first of all, so what happened this week? First of all, we're going to be talking about Blood Hunt because, that's what we're here to do. But then, of course, after that, we'll be talking about the new hot news about Sharkmob's reveal of game number 2. But let's start. With the news of this week immediately. And there we go. So, we got the voting results of the week of November 26th. So for the week that just happened, it is still ongoing until tomorrow. Thank you for Darth Blackbeard for actually tweeting out the community vote results because I was busy with my family last week. So what we got last week, at 44% of the votes, we had the Red Light District Memorial Park and Rooftop Restaurant. For legendary weapons, of course, we had the new Golden Dual crossbows, the assault rifle, revolver, and sniper rifle at 54% of the votes. Thank you, everyone. Finally, we've seen all weapons now in the community votes. All weapons have been inside the game. Of course, the personal tragedy for me is that I've been way too busy to even play the game this week, so I won't have even touched the golden revolver. Until maybe, so maybe I'll have tomorrow to actually try to find it and play with it. That's my nightmare, unfortunately. So please, like, continue to vote for Gold Revolver, please, for me, for my sake. Whenever it comes back. And for the artifacts, we were surprised to see that again, despite what seems to be like a growing uproar in the community in terms of like the Hand of Glory being present week after week. This has been like the 5th week, I believe, that the hand has been there. Hand of Glory and Crow Famulus at 45% of the votes. People really decided to vote en masse compared to the other two. I don't know exactly what happened inside the community because we were seeing the percentage of vote for the hand, the option with the hand was going down progressively, and then it shot right back up at 45%. So I don't know if people slacked on the voting or the people with the Hand of Glory decided to boost their own numbers. I don't know what happened again. I don't know what happened in that case, but yeah, that's what we got this week. And as far as the voting choices go, that you have until tomorrow evening to vote, here are the options for artifacts. We've got Book and Boots, we've got Crow in Hand, and we've got Ram and Thorns. Basically, the same vote options that we had last week. So if we've got the same vote options, I don't see why we're not going to get the same results again. Probably option 2 is going to be the one that's going to be selected by the community. I'm saying Boots people, don't give up, never surrender. You can still vote en masse, everyone, to get the hand out of the rotation inside the game and vote for the Book and the Boots, and then we can actually see something different in terms of playstyle. For TDM maps, we've got Abandoned Mall, Graveyard, Rooftop Restaurant. Option 2, Library, Old Town Square, and Slaughterhouse. Option 3, Red Light, Memorial Park, and Rodolphinum. Personally, like, I know that some people like will take whatever. However, personally, I would say that because of the way that the bot behavior, like AI behavior, bot behavior in TDM has been like, you know, ever since that they've made the changes to TDM by re-adding bots inside there, like the AI has been greatly improved. It's been making more interactive games than it used to be with the old version of the AI. Unfortunately, of all these maps, I've seen one map where in particular the AI is like lacking, would need some improvement, and it is the Rodolphinum map. Whenever bots spawn in the underground parking garage, sometimes it's very difficult for them to find the correct pathing to get out of there. Even though there's 3 exits, they can't seem to be able to get out of there and they get stuck. And that usually ends at some point, like towards the end of a match, you will suddenly like ask yourself, where are all my opponents? Well, they're killing themselves in the parking garage or just pathing around in the parking garage. So personally, I would stop voting for Rodolphinum if possible, so we can have like more interactive matches. And also, I haven't seen Library since we got the new AI, so I don't know how the AI is performing in Library. I would be very interested to see that, but who knows? Yeah. So, anyways, personally, if you're asking my opinion, I go option 1 or option 2, preference for option 2 if that's possible. But I know people really like the red light map, so maybe they're gonna vote for that. But we've got Rooftop Restaurant here. All right, and for weapons, we've got option 1, pistol, assault rifle, 9-barrel, and auto shotgun. Option 2, Tommy gun, dual pistols, toggler, and hunting rifle. Option 3, marksman, crossbow, sniper rifle, and dual crossbows. I can guesstimate that option 3 is not going to be selected because this is mostly range, and the vote is going to be between option 1 and option 2. I would say preferably option 2 seems to be the more solid, the more solid version out of the two, but it can go either way. I think it's because of the versatility of the toggler here and the fast shootiness of the dual pistols probably makes it more attractive. And you've got usually it's either assault rifle or Tommy gun that is more frequently used as the spammy, more direct weapons of choice by the community inside this game. So I think that, adding the Tommy gun here makes it really worthwhile. And plus, if you like sniping, you got the gold hunting rifle, which is like incredible. So probably option 2 would be my vote, would be my guesstimate of what's going to happen. So remember to go put in your votes. So yeah, another thing that happened this week, and it's no surprise to anyone, and I don't have much to say necessarily about that, but yeah, on Monday we had the dual crossbows that were added to the game, and we also had the new store update. I haven't heard anyone say anything about those. I've been seeing some people rock some of these outfits. They spend their tokens to get these outfits in. Dual crossbows, I've heard some people just generally being like, oh, it's dual crossbows, roar, but no uproar from the community. No huge big discussions about the dual crossbows. It's just, it seems to be as it is. The people who are in the chat, do you have any particular feelings about the gold dual crossbows? I haven't had a chance to even touch them, so I don't know how they feel. But yeah, please let me know in chat how you feel about that. Yeah, and so since I don't have anything else to say about that, we're just gonna move on. As you know, as I've already told you, the next Funament is happening next Saturday, and it's going to be the first ever Trios Funament event. We've never done Trios. It's always been solos and duos, never Trios. So what we got here, yeah, we've got 3 kill race winner, 5 average, closest to average prize winners. We're gonna have viewer giveaways as usual. This one is special because we're gonna have a participation reward. This, of course, is gonna be casted on the Bloodhunt Game Twitch channel as usual, hosted by me. Yay. And you've got the sign up document here. So I want to take a moment to go to this document and point out a few things. So yes, first Trios event, yes, there is this time a change to the point calculation. The people who are going to take part in the kill race portion of the event, you're not going to get any points for assists. For if you're going to be one of the people that is not going to be a part of the kill race, you're going to get 1 point per assist. This is to vary things up, especially because of the feedback that we got because of the duos event, that some people were maybe a little bit too much playing the assist game, because they can get, like, on top of getting the kills like everyone else, they might have been, like, knowingly getting some extra points by making sure by any means necessary that they were going to get some points for assists. So we're trying something different here. We're going to see how the results are going to be. We've already ran some tests. I think it's going to work, but let's see how it plays out. Now, the other thing that's been changed is, yes, there is no random winner Usually after you've got the kill race portion, you've got the closest to average portion, and usually you have a random participant who wins a prize. But now this has been removed, and we've got the participation reward, which is the Dark Angel icon and Iron Will banner. What do they look like? Well, I've got a low-res version of those, which look absolutely fantastic still. Yeah, absolutely. So if you participate in the tournament and you submit your matches, you're going to get this participation prize. Reminder that you do not need to perform. You do not need to perform. You do not need to show an extreme amount of gameplay. You just need to play at least a normal game, okay? Just a normal game of playing Bloodhunt in trios in the format that we have during the time that we are hosting the event. That's all you got to do, okay? So, and you're gonna get this cool icon and banner. This is from the community managers who want to see more people engage and participate in this event, because really, like I've been saying, there's really no reason, unless you're working, there's no reason why you shouldn't be participating in this event. But if you're not, there's gonna be fewer prizes as usual. A giveaway on stream that's gonna be happening now, and I want to be sure that it's mentioned. We've got a rule for this participation reward. It's in the FAQ, and we added it here in the rules. New, I'm just gonna increase that so you're sure that everyone can see it. New, to be awarded the participation reward, you simply need to participate in the event. However, we'll use common sense. We see your tracker stats, and we know what a normal game is for you, so don't try to downplay your efforts. Just play regular games, okay? Just because I've seen people in some of the events that I've organized in the past, and for other things, that, you know, simply loading inside a game and throwing you inside the water to be fed by the sharks, doing it 3 times so you got your 3 matches to give, that's not going to fly if ever you're trying to do that. For something for events that were less important, I've had people submit for my giveaways stuff like that whenever I specifically said, people, just don't load up and die and then say, hey, I've participated in the event. That's not gonna count, okay? We're gonna use our brain. Just play a normal game, okay? So if anyone gets caught doing that, unfortunately, if you're gonna complain about that, sorry, we're trying to have like fair gameplay for everyone. So that out of the way, the hand-drawn smiley face from Thar. Yeah. It's not in the prize pool. She sends you those. She makes those on the side and sends you those. She's made those actually like live on her stream. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the hand-drawn smiley face is because that's what she adds inside the form. Whenever we have a fundament, there's a feedback form. And then in a section that asks about prizes, she always adds to like have a hand-drawn smiley from Thar, and yeah, that's what she does. Anyways, so yeah. So reminder, as usual, there's 2 different parts for the fundament. The people who are going to try to be the best of the best, and then there's the people who are just gonna, play games. So yeah, no need to perform. You can all sign up. You can all sign in. Mark your calendars. Participate. And if you're not gonna participate, at least please be in the channel. It's gonna be on the Bloodhunt Game official Twitch channel. And yeah, just be there. It's good to see viewership, like Tobias said last time. It's good to see so many people watch. It's good to see so many people still participate in in the event. It's still so good to see people still play the game. It makes them very happy. And I think also, and I'm extrapolating, maybe against their expectations of what the community would be at this time. So there you go. The event is there. It's in the chat. If you're in YouTube, go look at the description of the video. All the links are posted there. They're also posted on my Discord if ever you need to access all of the links that I share during the stream. Now, this is next Saturday. The following Saturday, December 16th, I will be hosting a PS5 competitive tournament. So, I'm just announcing it here because I don't have the my forms ready yet. I will have those ready for, I hope it's gonna be tomorrow. Then I will post them with this picture. Don't worry, I'm gonna make, like, I don't want to post it in advance and not have and have a bunch of people like asking me questions. Where's the form? Where do I sign up? What do I do? Blah blah blah. I'm just gonna post that all in one bunch, all together. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm sorry, I had things with my family popped up. I had some technical issues. And we had the announcement yesterday that took like all the extra time that I had reserved to specifically work on this. That didn't happen, so it's gonna be tomorrow. Probably I'm gonna post that. So yeah, people have been asking for PS5 Trios competitive tournament. No one's been stepping up, so I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be my rules, however. It's gonna be my rules. And of course, because it's going to be competitive tournament, there is, like, from all the people that will sign up, there's going to be a selection of 7 teams from all the people that sign up, and it's going to be how I decide who is going to be, like, in there. But don't worry, like, all of the rules are going to be posted tomorrow with the sign up form, so everyone knows what we're getting into. So all of those details are going to be posted. But yeah, if ever you want to take part in this, you can already start spreading the word about this. It's going to be competitive. You're going to have the competitive prizes. It's going to be the masks and the banners and the icons, like all of those as rewards. It's going to be all of this is organized by me. It's going to be casted by me on this very channel. So at the usual time that we usually have like funaments and tournaments and all of that, that hasn't changed. That seems to be the good hour for the community. So all of the details about that and the sign up forms, very likely it's all going to be posted. It's all going to be out there tomorrow for you to look at and join in. So yeah, you can already mark your calendars. It's going to be we're going to have 2 Saturdays in a row where we're going to have some events for Bloodhunt. That's what we got. Yes. Zuko, again with perfect timing. Funament on the 9th. PS5 Trios competitive tournament on the 16th. You're always at the right time of just like, I'm repeating the things that I just said. You don't miss. It's always the same thing. All right. Now, in terms of what we got this week specifically, so what we got this week for Twitch drops, we got the return of the graphic statement makeup, and we've got the new recolored outfit. It's called the Mercy outfit for male Brujah characters only. And that is a part of that's the first drop of this month. So we've got a new list, but before I get inside the new list, no, it's new. I get it. So did it save? Yes. All right. So graphic statement and Mercy for this week, and next week we are having the return of the extraterrestrial threat makeup. It's the red lines, by the way. It's just the red lines. This is the tattoo. These are facial features, but it's all the red lines. That's the makeup. And we're going to have the Nosferatu, male Nosferatu only blue margin outfit. If you want a little decrepit things to put on your Nosferatu, that's what we're gonna that's what we're gonna have. Now, I was saying this is the first drop of the month that we have currently. Patience. So we've got a new list. We've got a new top 100 Bloodhunt streamers for the month of December based on the stats of November, and you gotta watch their stream for 2 hours in order to get the drops. That hasn't changed. However, I noticed that this list didn't look up to snuff, and I contacted Tobias to ask him something sus about the list, and he gave me an answer. I tweeted it out. So it's been pointed out that the list was built on watch hours and not stream hours, where it's supposed to be like stream hours. So, you know, as in a big streamer could stream Bloodhunt for like an hour and get a huge amount of hours watched because it got a big audience. But specifically, the list is meant to be built for the number of hours streamed of Bloodhunt, you know, no matter how big your size of viewership is. And so it was confirmed that it was not built correctly. So I was told that the current list, as it's posted here and as I've just shown you, this is going to be good. It's going to be valid up until next Friday. Now, when the drops are going to be happening next Friday, the list is going to be adjusted for the rest of the month, because there's some people in there who's not supposed to have drops, and there's other people that are supposed to have the drops, and blah 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 blah. Anyways, so just a little addendum. They didn't post anything about that. It's me, like I can tell you, like it's I've contacted Tobias about that, so I know this. And yes, a thing that I have to thank people that join my stream, because if not for people that join my stream, I would not have known about this, because no one has officially said anything about that. I didn't know that the mooning emote that was given to people like when they logged on during a certain period of time, there was no mention of an end date. And since I already had the emote on myself, on my account, I should say, I didn't know exactly when the giving of the free emote stopped inside the game. So, so because of you, people that watch my stream and come into my stream, you've mentioned that you don't have the mooning emote, and I had a discussion with Yesid, thank you. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Not gonna talk about that though. We're talking about the news. Yeah, I didn't know that. Like they confirmed to me like the amount of time that the mooning emote was given for free to people, and I was just like, well, there's a whole bunch of people on my stream who are saying that they don't have it. They don't have any access to it. Can we talk about a way of getting it back? And so, yeah, I've made the announcement. Bloodhunt reposted it, but it was not. Oh God, it didn't happen the way that I thought it was going to be. So yes, the code is moon equals cheese. The code is moon equals cheese, and you can enter that to redeem the mooning emote. And this code is good until the end of next year. Now, and yeah, there's the link to it. I'm gonna be like reposting it, and I want to point out also that the other free emotes, the five free codes, other 5 free codes that we've been running with for many months now, It's been confirmed on my stream. It's been confirmed on the Bloodhunt on the last Fundament stream that all these 5 codes are going to expire on December 31st, 2023. So I'm think if I have time, I'm gonna make like a little graphic of everything that is inside of those codes. If ever you haven't claimed any of those, or you know some friends or family or whoever that have not been claiming these codes, make sure you tell them, because they can the community managers confirmed not gonna be obtainable anymore. You had many months to do it, so there you go. Make sure you claim those 5 codes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make a little infographic just to let people know, like, these are the items. If you don't have the items or the emotes and the icons and the outfits, you better make sure you got them, or else, you know, time's running out. We got rest of the month. So there you go. Mooning emote coming back. So if ever there are some things like that that you feel like you want to discuss, like, hey, we really want this thing to come back, can we get it back? I mean, just raise your voice. Maybe there's gonna be some ways to get them back, and maybe I can help you with that. Because this is really like the people that came into my stream that managed to mention this and point that out to Tobias and Leon, and they did something about that. So that's great. Hello, Supernova. Okay. So as far as the other events as far as events, I should say, are included, the multi-kill challenge, we're still waiting for the winners to be confirmed. Sakura Mask back in Twitch drops. Yes. Okay, it's noted. Multi-kill challenge, we still don't have the whole list of winners, because as they've been doing in the past, whenever they've been doing like some giveaways like that, they don't release the names of the people unless first they've managed to contact them, and second that they've got the permission to use the person's name, or at least like avatar name, because some people sometimes are shy, and there has been some times where we haven't heard like of any of the winners because all of them refuse to be identified publicly. It happens, you know. They are taking that extra step to make sure that people are comfortable with the names being announced, and we gotta respect that. But yeah, the multi-kill challenge winners are probably going to be are going to be announced soon. We hope. It's okay. Oh, sorry. Some people already got their prizes. It's just that the official announcement has not been made yet. Something that I've been mentioning last week, that has been happening once in a while in the Bloodhunt-secrets channel in the Bloodhunt Discord, is Tobias taking some screenshots and asking people inside the channel, hey, first one to take a screenshot and able to identify where my character is, you get the chance to get a prize. And it's basically the regular prizes that we have here. And if you've got everything, there's always, as we've discovered last week, there is still some leeway to negotiate some other prize that may interest you. So if you want another prize than the prizes that we're giving out, you want to ask for something, maybe participate. This one that was there, posted on November 30th, this was posted and did not get a correct answer way like a full 24 hours later. People did not have an answer for that. The answer was found a few hours ago. But yeah, this one was left unanswered for a very long time. And yeah, I'm just saying, people, you should keep an eye in the Bloodhunt-secrets channel. Sometimes there's some, you might know the answers to some of the questions in there. You know, never too sure. Enterprise, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. One day, I'm like YouTube. One day I'm gonna figure out how to mute those sounds. I still haven't fixed my sound settings for notifications. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's why I have to acknowledge it, because otherwise it just seems like a random sound that you hear in your headphones, and it just feels weird. Anyways, so What else do we have? We had our Fashion Victims event of with the theme of Eyesore. We have our winner, who is called, I hope I'm saying the name correctly, is Velut Atinea. With the outfit kind of cool glitch, where they got a glitched outfit that looked absolutely awful. And yeah, this was again one of those things where even though we had some really cool submissions of really cool participants that we like, of all the 6 that had to battle against each other, yeah, they were really good. They're really good, like eye gouging outfits. Made people cry. Yeah, this was again, like, even though like some people, I think there's none of the outfits that people really disliked, but this one clearly in the votes, this was the clear winner. Like, the community voted like really specifically for this one to win, so very happy to see them win. And they got the prizes. Next Fashion Victims submissions and theme coming up on Monday. And like we're saying here, with all your submissions you've all made our eyes bleed, so to compensate, we'll clean up next week. Wink. Just a little wink. It's gonna be a little bit more clean next time. So, let's continue. Okay, I still need to do my weekly reminder for the people that the PC players that are still looking for codes for the purple paint outfits. I still don't know if all of my codes that I posted in this tweet and the following tweet, all the codes that are posted there, I don't know if they've all been claimed. So I'm still gonna harp on about this. If you're a PC player and you want this cool outfit and glasses, the purple paint outfit and glasses, yeah, just go check out and make sure you reply to anyone that you've tested there. So far no one's been answering or saying anything, so I guess at some point I'm just going to let them go and disappear in the ether for the people who I don't know if people want this outfit or not. Apparently, according to what I've been seeing in the giveaway, people still really want this outfit, but yeah, no one wants to like say anything. So maybe they're all claimed. I don't know. Maybe all of these outfits are claimed. Never know. Okay, now I want to take a moment to talk about, like, we've all had these events and giveaways, and we've got more events and giveaways coming. But I want to make make a little note, okay? It's not exactly news per se, but now that we've started a new month, I thought it would be interesting to point this out, okay? So this is from Steam Charts, okay? This is from Steam Charts. I'm not gonna go into too much of the information that you are currently seeing on stream. And I don't like to talk about numbers because I don't like to obsess about those. The discussions that usually happen around gaming communities, specifically about numbers and number of players and all of this, they generally aren't productive, and it really quickly veers into conspiracy theories and a whole bunch of people that don't know the basic things about game development. I know I'm saying I'm not a game dev, but still, you kind of get to learn about these after a certain amount of time. You get to understand how things go. Yeah, so usually those discussions aren't really super productive, so I stay out of those. What you normally should be gleaming from Steam Charts is just a general appraisal of the situation of a game. You're not supposed to dig deep in the numbers and exactly what they mean, and all of that is just a general, like, it's the pulse, okay? You just, you're just looking at the person. Is the person healthy? Is the person doing, is the person looking green today? Are they looking white? How are they feeling? Are they good? Are they healthy? You're not supposed to go like carve into them to go look, it's the liver, or it's the kidneys, or all of that. It's the gallbladder. You know, you're not supposed to go look into that, okay? But because like if you look at those numbers, okay, if you look at the numbers that we've got there, you might not think that we in Bloodhunt, we currently have approximately 15,000 players that are loading up the game every week, right? You're not getting, like with these numbers, you're not getting 15,000 like at all, right? So that's how they're deceptive. That's, by the way, that's how I guesstimate how much players that we currently have, or at least players that are loading the game every week. I guesstimate around like 15,000. I'm not going to talk about how I got those numbers or why I'm basing those numbers on, because that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the general gist that you're getting from these numbers, right? There's two things that happened in October. We had Halloween, and we had a whole heap, boatload, truckload of events. Now, I can't tell for sure what caused the surge of players from September to October, okay? I cannot tell, like, we can't tell, and we don't know exactly what was the cause. Was it the Halloween for the month of Halloween, or was it the events that we organized? We don't know, and you can have your fun theories about that. I have my own theory, okay? And I'd like to put that to the test, and we'll see. But I just want to show this, that we got a bump for October, and then that bump was all gone in November. What happened in November? We didn't have a lot of events. We had a Funament, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we had a couple of things that were added, a couple of events like the Halloween murder mystery that was still happening. We had small little things, but not events specifically. So throw your hat in the ring. Is it because of Halloween, or is it because of events? My theory is because we had a boatload of events. And what happened in November is we had no events, but we also had no Halloween in November. So I don't know. We can't tell. It's just, I thought it was interesting to mention that because we're December 2nd, so we see the whole month and we can like glean some things from that. But that's all I'm going to say. It's just a little, let's get back into the news, or at least what I still have left of the news, because, oh dear. This music decided to start being bumping now suddenly. Let's calm down. Okay. The other thing I need to mention here. Oh, Meriden and I were figuring out things for our event today, Supernova. Okay. You let me know whenever that event is going to happen. I've been telling you, people. I've been telling you, I've been looking in the blood. There's some things that might be happening. They're very vague. I cannot see properly into the future to see if these events are going to happen or not. We're going to see when they happen. But one thing that for sure that we got this week was another torture of Martin via thumbnails. As he's telling us a little bit more lore about another Omnis agent, an agent that worked for Omnis, and what happened because there was a sort of beginning of a quest chain that seemed very interesting, and the question is basically, was that going into a certain direction? This is kind of an answer / non-answer that happened there. But you know, it's good to at least, you know, if ever some people had questions about that was answered. So yeah, in terms of Bloodhunt, this is all I had to mention about Bloodhunt the game specifically. Now, we want to talk about another thing. Some people have been asking me about all of this. Yeah, the thumbnails at like for Martin have been going crazy, and it's a little like at this point it's getting a little bit too abusive. Like I feel bad for Martin. I feel genuinely bad for Martin. But I hope he's having a laugh. Apparently he's got a good sense of humor, so it's good for him, you know? So, let me take a sip. So let's talk about the news. The news that was not expected. It was a surprise to everyone. But yesterday, on December 1st, we had Bloodhunt, Sharkmob, and Level Infinite, who all changed their Twitter headers and their Twitter icons to this. All three of them did that. And at the same time, all three also posted the same content, which is to tell us to go watch, to mark on your calendars to watch on December 7th at these specific times, to watch the Game Awards, where, as we know, and yes, YouTube as well, yes, and also their other socials far. Also, they changed also for their Instagram or whatever, but you know, I'm just, my point is I'm making it like I'm making sure I'm using Twitter as an example, that it's all of these three brands that decided to work together to do all that. It's not just Bloodhunt. Yes, and they tell us go watch the Game Awards, so that Sharkmob Games and Level Infinite. By the way, if you don't know who Level Infinite is, it is a game publisher. They publish and help with the promotion and the marketing of many games that come around from the same area, not necessarily from the same studios, but they have a whole bunch of studios that they like to promote whenever there's conventions and such and things. So yeah, Sharkmob Games said it's basically their new game, which we know is the second game of the three games that Sharkmob is currently working on. And yeah, they had this, like all of them shared the same video, and it is Martin Hultberg, who is the co-founder of Sharkmob, at least one of the co-founders of Sharkmob. He used to be his title was Communications and IP Director for 7 years, until the beginning of 2023, when he became the Chief Marketing and Communications Officer. And this is what he had to say. Let's pause the chill hop and hope that I've set up everything correctly.
Hello everybody, my name is Martin Hultberg and I'm one of the co-founders of Sharkmob. What's been known for quite some time is that we're working on 2 original games of our own. What you don't know is that we're about to announce them. Hope you're as excited about this as we are, but before I go, here's one last...
And that's it. That's it. That's what we got. So basically, it's an announcement of an announcement, as some people have pointed out. and yeah, so far no one has gone into all this. No one has gleaned anything from this kind of announcement. Even the like from the logo, from the strange building that we see there in the background with a lot of lightning, with the storm, none of the lines of programming that we see scroll on the side of the video, like they don't seem to necessarily point to anything or announce anything, but you know, it's letting you know that it has probably something to do with technology and a storm, and there you go. That's all we get. That's all we're getting from this video. So yeah, we've got the logo, we got an announcement, something about a storm. What exactly does that mean? We don't know. But The Game Awards is going to be streamed on all streaming platforms that exist. And there might be someone who might be allowed to do co-streaming for the Game Awards. I'm just waiting for the reply because I signed up. The moment that I saw that, I signed up. So I might be the December 7th. Watch my stream if ever I got like permission to do the co-stream, so we can talk about it together. Yeah, let's talk about, at a minimum, what can we expect from what we're going to see at the Game Awards. Let's talk about this. So what we can expect at the minimum, very minimum, a title for the game. There's going to be a video. What the video is going to contain, we don't know. Is it going to be gameplay? Is it going to be just cinematic stuff? We don't know. It might be too early to go into gameplay. Usually people do a little cinematic that gives you like the vibe of what we're looking at, and not necessarily the gameplay. We're gonna get a ballpark year of release. They say like, this game 2024, and that's all we're getting, or this game 2025. If ever they want to like drill down and let us know Q2 2025, hey, it's gonna be happy. Okay, I'm just telling you like what's the minimum of expectations. So title, video, a year of release, and a confirmation of the game genre. Now, confirmation of the game genre, usually, if ever you've watched any of the Game Awards or any of those, specifically like those events like that are organized and presented by Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley has always been, whenever he's been announcing a trailer or presenting a trailer, he's always made it very clear that he mentions what genre of game it is. Like, he always does it. If the trailer or if the announcement or whatever they're going to show, if it doesn't specifically state it, he makes sure to do it. But even then, you don't necessarily have to wait for him to confirm that, because I already know what it is. I'm going to share that with you in a second. But what I'm saying this, like why I'm saying what's the minimum of things you can expect, a title, a video, a ballpark year of release, and maybe a confirmation of the game genre, is because at those kind of, reveal event, Gamescom, TwitchCon, Game Awards, or whatever, Summerfest, whatever those things are, we have seen some game studios just come out there, give a few little bits of info, and then say, like those specifically those 4 bits of info, and they go, hey, we're excited, that's all we had to say, see you in a year. And then we don't hear from them, like not a peep, not anything for a whole year. So just setting your expectations, everyone, of like what they might be revealing. If they reveal more, that's gonna be great, but at the minimum, that's what I'm expecting. But what do we know about this game? We know that there are some things that you can already know from looking at the internet. We know that this game is developed at the Malmö studio of Sharkmob. Sharkmob has 2 studios, Malmö and London. London is already working on game number 3. In the Malmö studio, they're working on game number 2, which is this one. It's made entirely with Unreal Engine 5. We know that it has nothing to do with Bloodhunt, with World of Darkness, with Vampire the Masquerade, or Battle Royales. And I can tell you that this game is also an online open world multiplayer shooter. I can tell you this because, not because of special information that I got, it's just because I decided to look at the job postings on the Sharkmob website to go see, hey, what are the jobs that are posted for the Malmö office? And hey, we know these guys. We know these 2 guys. Specifically, the one for senior game designer. If we look into the description here, Sharkmob wants to expand its game design team with a senior game designer at our studio in Malmö, Sweden. In this role, he will design, own, and iterate on features for an upcoming, unannounced AAA open world action game. But more specifically, we're looking at this quote right here. Can I zoom, enhance? Oh, enhance a little less. Chat's gonna clip. Here, our game design team is looking to bring on board another senior who can share their expertise to help level up our colleagues and shape a, hopefully, industry-defining AAA multiplayer shooter. Who's saying this? Why does it tell you that it's the second game? It's because this is being said by Gustav Stygenius. Hey, wait a second, Gustav. We know this person. Gustav, lead game designer on our second project. So, second project, he's game designer. It's a AAA multiplayer shooter. And it's an open world action game. There you go. What kind of game is it? That's the one. I don't know, like I got the conflicting information that it had some RPG elements to it, but don't quote me on that, because I had been informed, or at least it's been implied to me, that RPG was something that had to do with some of the upcoming games. So I don't know if it was maybe referring to game number 3 when I said RPG in the past. Maybe it can be in there, you know. We don't know, but that's what we got. Open world action multiplayer shooter. This is what this game is going to be. This is what it's going to be. Hopefully that's what they're going to announce. So Khalior, are you excited about this? Are you excited about this? No! I'm not. I'm merely interested / curious to see what it is. Like most of you that have been commenting on the existence of 2 other games that are being worked on by Sharkmob, I'm not necessarily going to jump on whatever game they're going to put out. Like, I'm going to be cautious. But unlike most people that like to speak their minds about the topic, and these people are going to be, like, they've already, like, spoken. They've already said their things. Like, they're going to be cautious pessimists, you know? It's like, we're going to see what it's going to work, but it's probably going to suck. That kind of stuff. That kind of, like, general opinion. Me, on my end, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. Because the gaming world tends to extremely downplay certain games and overhype others. Personally, I like to be pleasantly surprised rather than be, you know, set myself up for some different expectations and expect being deceived and let down. And I understand a little bit more what's happening in the game. Now, I understand for the people that will be pessimistic about this. We've seen a lot of comments on the social medias, on the Bloodhunt Discord. A lot of people say, you've all seen that opinion of some people that say, let's hope they've learned their lesson with Bloodhunt when it comes to other games. Which is fine and legit. But keep in mind, in order for someone to show you that they have indeed learned and grown, or at least are on the path of improvement, you can see an improvement, you still gotta leave them the breathing room that they need to properly show it to you. You just don't go okay, show me something else while tightening the noose, going, you do one small false step and I'm gonna hang you. You know, it's not the proper way to do things, you know. And another thing, especially I'm addressing the people that are going to be like, you know, pessimistic or how can you say this, jaded at the games industry or jaded at Sharkmob in particular because of what they did to Bloodhunt and all of that stuff. I just want to add to that. Don't think that for an instant that the Bloodhunt community, whether you've jumped off the train at launch or anytime since then, or that, you know, you're still people that are still playing the game, don't think that they don't know what you think. And don't think for a moment that all your opinions and all your reactions aren't going to be taken into account. Because they know you, who has dealt with Bloodhunt, who has dealt with Sharkmob, you will be the first to speak when it comes to anything else that they're going to put out there in the world. So, keep that in mind over the next year or year and a half or whenever, this game is going to come out. They may not show it. They may not even give us a hint that they are. But I can guarantee you that whatever you're going to be saying, you're going to be heard by them. And for now, that's pretty much all I'm going to have to say about that. Like I said, me approach cautiously optimistic. That multiplayer shooter open world game, I like Fallout 76. I like Destiny, yeah, exactly, Blackbeard. I really like Destiny 2. Is it the kind of vibe that we're going for that? It depends. As far as multiplayer shooters go, it depends exactly what you're going in terms of gameplay. Because Destiny 2, which has like a more MMO feel, Fallout 76, which has also a bit of an MMO feel to it, is very different from extraction shooters or roguelike shooters. It's a completely different gameplay loop that you have to deal with there. So you need to have like the correct mindset for that. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait until they show us exactly what this is gonna be about, like how it's gonna play out. But yeah, that's what I got. Something like Destiny, I would hope so. I really like Destiny. Halo cross Bloodhunt, that'd be fire. Yeah, indeed, that'd be fire. But we know that Bloodhunt is not in the radar anymore. It's been a while that it hasn't been on the radar anymore. So yeah, that's I think what you can expect from all of this. So yeah, we're gonna see December 7th, Thursday. Yeah, we're all gonna be there. I'm gonna be online. If I'm not gonna be streaming it, I'm gonna be in someone's stream to watch that live and comment about that. And probably we're gonna talk about this in the news next Sunday. It's gonna be on Sunday because on Saturday there's gonna be the Funament. I'm gonna be casting it, and probably I'm not gonna have any time to do my news before that. So yeah. So this is what we got in terms of news. So what can we look forward to? Well, you can look forward to tomorrow going to be posting the forums for the PS5 Trios competitive tournament so people can sign up. So it's going to be happening on December 16th. So not next Saturday, but next one after that. The Funament is happening this upcoming Saturday. And apart from that, that's pretty much what we got. We got the announcements on the 7th, and we're going to be talking about it. So I don't know if I'm going to go like stream or if I'm going to go live after that and going to talk about that, how people feel about it. I don't know. But I know that whatever's happening, and I want to make sure that people know about this. Bloodhunt, the situation with Bloodhunt stays the same. As long as we still got a decent amount of people still playing the game and keeping the servers up, servers are not going to be taken down. And we've got the community management team who is still there, who is going to remain there as long as there's a community to manage, and they're still supporting our efforts. And yeah, again, if you have some events to plan out, if you want to make your own tournaments with your own rules, or other like kind of giveaways and stuff, or themes or different ideas, speak up, ask them, tell them a plan of what you want to do, and yeah, maybe they're going to support you. And yeah, I still got, like I said earlier, I still have a whole bunch of codes still to give out on I still have a bunch of codes to give out still by myself. I need to plan events and giveaways and stuff to happen. I got some plans for December. Still not sure exactly what's gonna happen about that. But yeah, as far as Bloodhunt is concerned, because I know some people saw the change of the logo and saw the change of the banner and the announcement. Suddenly they're just like, oh, so you're just dropping Bloodhunt now? Is that it? Is that what's happening? No, that didn't happen. That's a marketing strategy. Don't worry about it. So I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be playing Bloodhunt. I still need like some masteries to complete and all of that. But yeah, I hope that you will too. I hope we will get some healthy discussion about the second game. It doesn't mean that because there is a second game that it means that Bloodhunt is dead in the grave. I mean, deader than the grave. So and Far, yeah, there we go. And Far still has some codes and maybe some masks and some future finish. So yeah, we're still not done with the game. We're still gonna be playing. We've got some plans. Like I said, I've got some plans up until summer of next year. And the community managers have said that they still have store updates already scheduled, for at least the beginning of next year, at least. And they're looking at releasing new things for Twitch drops again, like we were asking about the banners and icons and stuff. So we're not running out of the usual stuff. We still need people participating inside the game to keep the game alive, and that's it. So with that being said, that's all I got for you this week. Remember, community is the key for Bloodhunt. If we want Bloodhunt to still keep surviving, remember, I showed you the numbers. Tell you what happens, So, as a reminder, everyone, be kind to each other and to yourself. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.